Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Neville Goddard podcast. This is a really special one. We're going to go into some subtle stuff about the state akin to sleep, why Neville Goddard loved it so much. Here's why, by the way. Minimum effort, maximum results. And we're going to show you exactly how we play, because if you play like we play, you're going to get what we get. Really simple. So let's dive in, and thanks for sharing the show. We really appreciate that, and we appreciate you being our Feel It Real family. See you inside the podcast. All right, so there is a massive difference. These are real subtle things, right? But they're very massive. There's a massive difference between calm down and slowing down. It's such a I have to calm down, Mr. 20. So you notice where the brain, calm down about what? Right? Versus I'm slowing down. It's not the words, gang. It's the experience. I know I have to calm down. I am slowing down. Yet staying focused. Neville talked about the state akin to sleep, where you just allow yourself to feel a little sleepy while remaining focused. You can do this anytime, you can do it anywhere. I suggest that you start playing with it anytime, anywhere, doing it in a single breath. Just taking a moment, slowing down while you focus from the experience of your wish fulfilled. I shared this with a young fellow at the pool who was having problems with girls. He felt anxious around girls. So I told him, I said, look, here's what I want you to do. Whenever you find yourself around a girl or a guy, young or old, doesn't matter. Just play with slowing down and feeling appreciated. Feeling cool. Feeling accepted. And so that's what he did. He just explored that because that's what he would feel if he was cool talking with girls, right? So we talked about this. That's what he told me. So we just built it back in. Slow down. Don't try to calm yourself down when you're with a pretty girl, right? Just play with this when you're with a pretty girl, when you're with a friend, when you're with somebody older, younger, doesn't matter. Play with this everywhere. And then I told him one thing more. Imagine their smile and how that makes you feel. Sort of like Victoria's Yum. You'll notice I didn't tell him to get brainwave recordings. I didn't tell him to get a journal and some crayons. I didn't tell him to make photos, sketches. That's all endless slow bullshit. You're faster than that. One of the things that I love about Neville Goddard is he blames it all on you. The pearl of great price, in the most lovely way. It's not about taking blame, it's about taking action. Imaginal action. Becoming a little proactive instead of seeking approval. Imagine having it. By feeling appreciated. Valued. Fun. Imagine her smile and how that makes you feel. Meanwhile, it takes me sometimes 20 minutes to leave the pool because I end up talking with so many people. Because what started it all was me imagining their smile and both of us feeling appreciated, valued, right? Open, connected. Play with this everywhere, and you'll find that you can use it any time. So when it comes to the state akin to sleep thing, I suggest that you play with it just like we just shared. You notice we didn't have to get all technical or do any big rituals. I strongly suggest that you play with it in the morning. We've got that Joseph Goddard to the max pack. I swear to God, if you want one thing right now to amp up all your results, if you're not doing that, start doing it. JosephGoddardToTheMax.com. Go there, read about 21,237 emails from people. I'm sorry, that's the other one. That's Pearl Power Pack. Good Lord. Anyway, we must have switched coffee beans. See, I'll blame it on the coffee. So here's my problem, gang. Joseph Goddard to the max and the Pearl Power Pack, they go together in my brain. Obviously, you've heard me stumble through this before. So anyway, I'll mention it in case there's somebody out there that wants to explore buying the Pearl. But let's get back to things. Ready? Investing that moment, at time when you're waking up. Because when you're waking up in that morning, when you get that little drip of cortisol that starts to wake you up to get you out of bed to go drop the kids off at the pool. You know, if you let that cortisol grow, you're going to be having a dread-driven day. On the other hand, if you start nailing 5 to 12, 6 to 10 specific events of today, haven't gone your way. Like I've got a call with my dear friend Coral this morning. And so I imagine what implies the call went fabulous, right? Podcasts. I imagine what implies the podcasts are fabulous. So, and that can be something as simple. Some days I imagine Victoria telling me that was a really good podcast. Sometimes I imagine getting feedback from you guys. Most days I notice, orders that come from the podcast. You guys tell me, hey, I ordered this because of that. Thanks, I appreciate that. I appreciate and answer every single email that I get. By the way, if I don't ever answer your email me again. Because sometimes they do go to spam or junk. Okay, Gmail tries to protect me from you guys. I don't understand why, because I love you. But meanwhile, ready? Invest that state akin to sleep as you wake up in the morning. Invest it as you go to bed at night. As you go to bed at night and your mind begins to wonder, just take a moment and if there's something in the day that you wish had gone better in any way. See, we went out to lunch yesterday, and it was all right. The service was great. The food was presented in a lovely way. I loved the salad dressing. And that's it, right? The meat was okay. The chips, I could have done much better. But I imagine Victoria's yum, and we had a yummy time, and she told me I had a lovely, yummy time. She enjoyed her salad and the stuff that she got too. But the yum, see, I imagine Victoria's yum, and the meal was not up to my standard, so I revised that. I revised either the meal there, I revised we went to a different place. I'll tell you how I revised it. I revised that we went to a different place. But we both told each other numerous times yesterday while we were just chatting about how nice it is to go out on dates like that. It really is. We had a yummy time, even though the food wasn't yummy. So at bedtime, I revised the food too. I revised it while I was eating it. It's like, right, I don't let eating mediocre food grow. But I also nail it at bedtime, just for fun, if I feel any need to. The other thing I do at bedtime, again, we're investing the state akin to sleep while you're falling asleep. I'll plant the seeds for tomorrow. See, I'll imagine waking up anticipating a yummy day as I fall asleep. If you got gold today, let's just call this one state akin to sleep secrets, little subtle things that most people miss. And if you want to dive deeper, I'm going to suggest that Joseph Goddard to the max. That really is, it's almost a sneaky way of teaching you to invest those waking moments. And I got to tell you, if you do it exactly like we teach, you're going to notice your days really start to go your way. And that's a biggie for a lot of people. Right? Wouldn't it be nice if your days really went your way? Not just a little bit, not just a lot, but a supercalifragilistic amount of your day going your way. If you got gold, Joseph Goddard to the max. Have a lovely day. Thanks for listening. Thanks for sharing, too. We always appreciate that. And thanks for your emails and orders and goodies, because this is family to us. And you guys that know that. Have a great day. Feel the love. See ya.